So let's talk about archiving websites first. And I think Cody's putting a link to the Wayback Machine in the chat here. There's a lot more detail in the guide, as we've said several times. But I want to tell you about this pretty cool option. Some of you may or may not have heard of a tool called the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine is a service of the Internet Archive, which is what it sounds like. It's a digital archive of much of the internet. The Wayback Machine is a free service that visits or crawls the publicly available sites on the internet at regular intervals. It captures the websites as they look at the time of the crawl. That publicly available part of the publicly available website thing is important. The Wayback Machine does not crawl social media pages because those are not publicly available. You have to log in to use Facebook. Mostly you have to log in to interact in Twitter. You have to log in to work in Instagram. So any site that has a login is not going to be crawled by the Wayback Machine, but your organization's public-facing page probably will be. You may also know, this is a little techie, but you may also know that websites have the underlying data and then they have the display. What the Wayback Machine does is preserve the display as a snapshot in time and will do multiple snapshots over time. It does not preserve the underlying data. And so if you want to talk about a more robust way to preserve your website, contact us and we can help you with that. I want to show you what the Wayback Machine looks like in practice. Everybody can see here the Wayback Machine on my screen. This is what that page looks like. It's pretty simple. Here you'll see a subscription service option. That's one of those not free options that we had talked about. If what you want to see is a website's look over time, you enter a URL here. Let's see. I'm going to borrow a website from that same organization that I was showing you the Facebook page from. And here's what it shows you is that this is the calendar of all of the snapshots that the Wayback Machine has taken of this particular website. So these are all the snapshots in 2018, if you can see that up here on the top. And the bigger circles have to do with if there's more snapshots on that day. Green circles are a different type of snapshot. We don't need to get into that today. But here's what this website would have looked like on August 9th of 2018. If we click on it, it'll take us to the website shortly as it's thinking about it. So this is what that page looks like on August 9th of 2018. And you can see up at the top here that there's this menu bar that shows you that you are in a snapshot, not the live website itself. I'm going to show you what the LGBTQ-RAN page looked like. And I used to have this saved in my computer. Am I getting this website right? I'm doing it from memory. Yep, sure am. Excellent. So you can see in 2020, we did a whole bunch of snapshots of this web page because we were writing the guide this summer, so we were practicing. This is what the website would have looked like on August 27th of 2020. We could also go back to the beginning of when this website started getting crawled, and that was in late 2018. We could see what the website looks like December 26th of 2018. I don't know what happened to make my computer so slow. This is what this website would have looked like at the end of 2018. The Wayback Machine does sometimes have a hard time saving media. And so it is not the perfect option. None of these are the perfect options. They're the free options. The last thing I want to show you on the Wayback Machine is this little area that says Save Page Now down here on the lower right-hand corner. If you want the Wayback Machine to make sure to crawl your website because it's not already, this is where you enter a web address and tell it to start saving the page, and then it will start crawling your website on a regular interval.